Hi, Scott Orland with Cinema Magazine. Welcome to Beverly Hills. And I am here to talk to one of the amazing young actors working today, Timothée Chalamet, for the movie Marty Supreme. As kids, when we get involved in sports, everything's about hand and eye coordination.
Yes.
And I'm sure you've participated in many other sports. How does table tennis really zero in on that?
Table tennis, I think I read a study that through your 50s and 60s and 70s, it's very healthy to play table tennis because it's the most conservative on your body, but requires a certain level of agility and hand-eye coordination for playing that keeps your mind sprightly and alive.
What I really loved about watching this film, and especially the character of Marty, is his self-confidence, his ability to maneuver through any type of situation. Are there aspects of him that you would like to kind of incorporate in your own life?
I feel there were aspects of my life I incorporated into Marty Mauser that have then resurfaced in my own life. That is to say, in my early 20s, not now, because I think as you get older, you invariably chill out, hopefully, of just being singularly driven and relentless in your pursuit that, I can relate to deeply, and it's encouraged me in my own life to be assertive about that because I think it does a disservice to the artists behind me and the actors and actresses that aspire to this life to pretend to be anything otherwise. Because if there are other actors and actresses that are anything otherwise and perhaps more well-read and calmer than I am, then that's a good example for those kind of people. The kind of people that are driven like me, I want them to be able to see me as an avatar of sorts and go, okay, there's a path for me.
What I love too is we all kind of indoctrinated as kids is it's not whether you win or lose, it's how you play the game. Not to Marty, it is about winning.
Yeah, well,
so I'm wondering, how important is winning in our lives? Is it good to win sometimes?
No, you can't have that attitude. You can't have that attitude. I mean, certainly in the arts, we're in a subjective art form. So you really can't say, hey, subjective. But you know what? By the same token, if I think about albums I love, I feel like you can be like, that. And especially as things age too. Without being too specific, like sometimes I go back and I listen to like certain genres or whatever. Or even you go back to certain films, you're kind of like, things get their due. Unless it's like Night of the Hunter or something in 1955, like the Robert Mitchum film, I don't know if you've seen that. That was like a flop when it came out and a critical dud, but it ended up aging as one of these great films. But anyway, but your question was about winning. No, I don't think, like, all respect to Charlie Sheen and stuff, I don't think like that's the healthiest attitude. I don't bring that attitude to these things. And it's funny because I think people think maybe I do, but I don't. I think this is all an opportunity to bring eyes to the movie in a sense. And to the degree that you invest too much personally in them, you're going to get burned, My path as an artist has been to realize you have to be in communication with yourself. It's something that's very apparent to you when you don't have a lot of eyes on you. And it's something you kind of lose. It's almost impossible not to when too many eyes get on you. And if you're lucky enough, like I feel I'm lucky enough to refigure out an artistic practice where you block everything out, your feeling about the work you did is completed the second you finish it. All of this, I don't even want to say it's noise because that would be insincere too. If I'm on that stage in January, I'm going to be stoked, And
just a last quick thing too is one of the interesting components of this film is we all make about age, younger, older, whatever. What I loved about this relationship with you and Gwyneth is that they were just mutually attracted. Who cares about numbers?
Okay.
No, that was just kind of a second thing. It's nice that we don't have to qualify it.
Yeah.
That it's just let people love or enjoy each other as they so be it. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, Timothée Chalamet, thank you so much.
Scott, look at the blimp,
Till
man.
next time. And there's the blimp.
Look at the blimp.